we're going to review Pitivi and Flowblade as possible replacements for Blender VSE. If you don't know what the Blender VSE is, it's the video sequence editor for Blender. So Blender is not just a 3D modeling tool, you can also do some video editing. It's my preferred video editor. I've been using it since 2009. As I've said in the previous videos, I started using Blender in 2000 for 3 reasons. First, way before I got my old workstation, I had a very low spec computer, and Blender was the only one that didn't crash. Another one that came pretty close was OpenShot. It would crash once in a while, but actually did finish rendering. Blender was the only one that did not crash. When I built my workstation, which was an i7 2600 with 8 gigs of RAM, it was still using the integrated graphics. Blender was way more so. I was surprised the other video editors were still crashing once in a while. Just blew my mind. So I kept on using Blender. Then recently, I upgraded my workstation. It's more mid-range now. For example, I have a Ryzen 5 5600 GT. The GT stands. The G stands for the integrated graphics. But I also have a dedicated AMD Instinct Mi60, which has 32 gigs of VRAM. The system RAM is 32 gigs. So I was pretty excited. I'm saying, okay, finally, I have a really powerful GPU, unlike the NVIDIA 2 gig GTX 950. So I'm thinking, well, I can now do some serious work with video editing. So I, despite all the video editors claiming that they do GPU rendering, none of them so far worked. You guys saw I tested this. The GPU fan was not used at all, so that means the GPU was not used at all. When I mean at all, I mean at all. Blender, at least, you know, the timeline, that kind of stuff, it does use the GPU. You can hear it go up and whatever, so at least that's better. And I also found a way to how to improve Blender. So I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll go and download Pitivi, and then after that Flowblade, and then we'll test it. So I wanted this to be fair. So let's get started. So I'm here on the Blender website. So it's blender.org. They're talking about Blender 5.0. It's that's coming. I don't know if it will be released this year, maybe in 2025. And you can see all this stuff Blender does. It's free and open source. It's released under the GPL. That's the GNU General Public License, version 3 or later, I believe. Yes. So these are the people in the Blender, and you see it has a Cycles engine. That's the one which has the GPU rendering if you're doing modeling or scripting. See, it has a VFX. You can do animation, rigging, make it your own. So the funny thing, they don't mention anything about the VSE here, but it does come with the video sequence editor. So let's see if we can go to the documentations here. It's features. Let's go to features. Yeah, video editing. Here we go. So video editing. Blender is for video editors, as you can see here. You have the preview. You can do some audio mixing. You can do, as you can see here, you can have up 32 slots for adding video, images, audio, scenes, yeah, even scenes from the Blender as well. Masks and effects, speed control, adjustment layers, transitions, keyframes, filters, and many more. So with that here, let's go to the grade here. Oh, there's nothing there yet. So audio mixing. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I guess, okay, this is just a this is just a sample, but yeah, there's more in the documentation, especially for specific versions. So that's Blender. I'm going to open up Blender right now. Spell it, Blender. I believe I installed this one using from the Fedora packages, and it will tell us here, it's version 4.5.3 LTS, and obviously you go to video editing workspace. I'll show you that in a second. Let's click on what's new. Oh, it goes to the, yeah, so it goes here, and you can There's actually a video for what's new, and you can actually go skip to the parts that you want. They in 4.5 there are some specific things for the VSE. The VSE again is the video sequence editor. Let me see if it's here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Another reason I keep on saying I prefer to use a larger screen, but that's where we are. Some improvements. There's a video sequence editor here. Oh, yeah, video sequence editor. So here we go. Improved cache, faster video rotation and color space conversions, HDR support in the sequence preview, mute, unmute, mirror, and now work in the preview. I haven't tried that one yet. You can strip pivot, be adjusted in the preview, snap by default. This is actually really nice. I'll show you this later. It's really nice. Better editor resizing, better reports on frame rate, color, space change. I'm not going to do any of that today, but you can follow on with that yourself. Improved sleep operator clamp, add cursor to the blade tool, and then improved handle selection. Oh yeah, and see all changes. Let's actually go to see all changes here. So yeah, that's the sequence of that video sequence. It says timeline and added snap. So you see they even have a GIF animation to show you how it works. And the other changes, as you can see, it removed some features here because they were simply, for example, overdrop effect and the blend mode were removed because they do exact same thing as alpha over. I never actually used any of those. I just use. I don't even usually. Very rarely do I need to use alpha over, and I mean unless I have a transparent image, which I don't do these days anymore. I just do things a little bit differently. Okay. So this is the blender here. So you can click here to go to the video editing. It will take you straight here, or you can also go up to it from the from the top in the. You can go straight to the video editing workspace. There's a specific workspace. So usually you click the plus button here, and then you go to video editing, and then video editing to take you to the exact same place you are here as well. Okay. So by default, Blender has this little file manager. Built-in file manager, you can drag and drop from there. I usually just drag and drop for my, I'm using GNOME by the way, that's the one I use to drag and drop, but you can drag and drop. You can go to add, another option, you see, go movie, and then you can add your movie as well. So from the add menu here, you can see, you can add a scene, that's a Blender scene, you can add clips, you can add masks, movie, as I showed you before, sound, audio, obviously image sequence. So this means that if you have multiple images, they will all be combined together. I think 5 seconds is the default. So for example, if I have 10 of them, it will be, each of them will be 5 seconds. So then the strip will be 5 times 50 seconds long. And then you can add color strip. I've shown you guys this before. We'll do it again today. And text. You have the adjustment layer, you have effect strips. You see you have multiple. There's more effects here besides this multi-cam selector. The reason you don't see them here is because I don't have a strip yet. And then you can transitions. You see there's crossfade, gamma, crossfade, white, and then there's also sound. I've never actually done the sound crossfade. And then fades, as you said, fade in, fade out, in and out from current frame or to current frame. So, and of course, you can put markers, and they also work with a Blender Python API. I have tutorials on that as well. You can also select the box select. So I always use the box select because I can select multiple, like from different channels as well. It makes it really handy. And then the image, you have clear and scale to fit. Oh, I didn't know there was that too. Stretch to fit. Oh, I didn't know that. So, oh, okay, because I was doing calculations manually. I didn't even know that existed until I just did it today. And then down here, you see there's a timeline. This will make more sense as well. There's a timeline here as well, and then there's another one down here, especially when you're doing like keyframes. Okay, so with that said, let me actually, I just created a short video. Is it this one here? Yeah, this must be the one. Was it this one? Oh, it must be this one. So I created this one a little earlier today, and you see you can drag it to any of the see, I just drag and drop. You can drag it to any of the timelines. You see it automatically puts the what do you call it? They're joined together. That's the default in at least the version I'm using, and you can see the top one is the video or the pictures, and the bottom one is the audio. Obviously, you can unjoin them. So if I right click here, you can see you can disconnect the strips, and then you can drag it anywhere you want. So that's actually pretty handy as well. They don't always have to be together. For example, when I'm making like a short version of video, I like to record the audio separately, and then what I do is I then clip parts of a video, and then I will put the long video, I remove the audio from now, and then I'll just speed up some places, or I'll just drag and drop in here. So that's one way to this. So you can just delete this. The other way is if I just go to add, I go to movie, and you see it's this one here. It tells me the size file size, and I just click add. You see it's smart enough. It will automatically go to the this mark what do you call it? This cursor timeline. So it will go right. If I put it here, it will automatically go here. That's actually very handy as well. And the other way, as I said before, is to simply drag and drop. Here's the same video. This is my farmer, Nutless in GNOME. So this is the one I believe, yeah, 5.2. So you can drag it and drop it and just dump it there. You see, you can do the same thing. And then because it's still connected together, I can just drag and drop it anywhere I want. And you see this snaps. You see it snaps automatically. There we go. I like that snap feature. It's really handy. So let me do some cuts. Obviously, I can use a shortcut, but I'm going to use the mouse here just to be what is this one here? Oh, blade. Okay, let's try the blade. So we go. So I want to cut right here. You see there? There I cut here, and I cut here as well. It's nice and simple. And then I can go back to the select this, and I can delete it. See, now I want to show you the snapping. See the snapping, you just go there. You see that? It has a little snap automatic. So even if I go over, it's smart enough and to put it, it will put it right at the end, append it right at the end there. Very nice. So I'm going to undo this. And you see this is the one here, and just you can see you can drag and drop anywhere you want, so that's perfectly fine. So we can do fades, we can do all that. So if I don't want this part here, let me put it back down, undo. So I can add a color strip, and then obviously you see the color strip is it goes also right to the where I put the cursor, but you can see no problem. I can simply, it will snap to where the video starts. And I can also drag this because you see, snap, nice. That's very handy. And obviously it's black, and I can change it. For example, I can change the color. You see it's alpha, by default it's alpha over, but you can change the blend modes here. Sorry, the what do they call it? Yeah, the blend modes. You see there's different blend modes here. You can lighten, soft light, hard light, etc. Replace. There's so many things you can do. However, as I said, I'm just going to make it slightly transparent. So I just use opacity here. So let me actually put the cursor here so you can see what it looks like. You see it's completely black because it's black. So if I just change the opacity, there you go. That's fully transparent and to fully opaque. So I don't want it to be fully opaque. I just want a little bit there. And I said you can change the color. You can drag this up here. You see it's black. You can drag it up here. See that's white. And you can pick a different color, red, green, whatever color you want. You can just use the color wheel here. So I'm gonna drop it down. I want it a little darker. So that's perfectly fine for me. And just to prove, you see that? And look how smooth that is. You see that? That's smooth, and that's using the integrated graphics. Very smooth. This is just a 1-minute video, by the way. And let's add some text here as well. So go to text. And you see it puts the word text there. Obviously, I can change this to something else. I can call this, Blender VSE, VSE test. Of course, I can make the font size bigger. See, by default it's 60. I can change that to whatever size you want. I can change the color. Let's make this. Give a yellow color, and I can also change the font. So for example, it's using the Open Sans. I can change it to, let me change, see what font should I use here. I'll change it to Adwater. So there's italics or regular, I'll use a regular. So that's it, and then you can add an outline. You see the outline, the outline has a black color. You can do width, that's up to you if you want to do that. You can also add a shadow, and again you can change the color of the shadow and the angles, offset, and the blur. And you can also add a box. You see this little box there, and again you can add the margins to the box, so it's, oops, not too much, something like that. And you can change the roundness to make it very, there we go, see that round. And you can also change the color as well. So let's make it I don't know what other color, there we go, make it a little lighter, there we go. I'm just, yeah, you guys, you can see, and you can change the layout, you can change the position, you can do all of that. See, by default it's centered, so it's center, center, center. You can change it anywhere you want. You see, and then it says it's alpha over, which it works fine. You can see a little bit of preview for this one where it says Blender 5.0. You can actually see a little bit behind that. So that's up to you. So that's very, very easy. You see that? Very, very simple to do all of that. I show you how to cut, I show you how to delete. You can do so much stuff you want there. Now the most important thing is, if you notice, what's the length of this guy here? The length was, as I said, just over a minute. So I thought they had a feature where it automatically changes this. Maybe because I was fooling around with this so many times. So what I do is I click here and down here. You can also change it up here in the end frame, but I just do here. So when I click on the strip and I go to, where is it here, time, you see it tells me it's 1863. So that's what I do. I just type here 1863, and oops, oh sorry, it's 19, I made a mistake there, it's 1994. There we go. And then I'm not going to use the shortcut keys, but I know the shortcut keys. I'm just doing this just to show you that you know, you can do you can do everything using just the mouse. That's what I'm doing here. And yes, I know the shortcut. If I press home key, it'll be perfect. And then you can also go to view frame all, view all the strips. Yeah, so we'll go, so there we go, view, and it will show you everything from the beginning start frame to the end frame. So you can play with videos, and you can see there's a lot of channels here. You can add more. Right now I'm using 4 channels. The bottom one is for the audio. The top one is, sorry, the channel 2 is for the video itself. Above that I added a color strip, and then above that I added text. Now you see this one here, this text.webp. I'm going to drag it in here just to prove to you that see, automatically it has alpha over. So if I take this and put it over here, you see that? I didn't have to do anything. I don't have to go and say, oh, put an extra filter. It was already transparent. It's a WebP file, by the way. It's already transparent. It automatically knew that it's a PNG. Sorry, it's not a PNG. It's a WebP file, and automatically it made it transparent. So unlike some other editors, which I'm not going to badmouth, but you have to add extra filters to then remove the color, which doesn't make any sense. So I like this part about Blender, the VSE. So if you made text somewhere else, like in, I think I created this one in Inkscape. You see it made it transparent, and you can see it automatically, boom, just like that. It will show up there for text. Now clearly, if I put this below, it will make sense because this has transparency. So there you go. That's why I like Blender. Now let's talk about exporting. So you go to render here, and then you can click render image. So if I click render image, it's only going to render 1 frame. So I click that, you see it only rendered 1 frame. So I don't want to do that. You want to go to render animations, but before we do that, we gotta change our settings. Okay, so the settings are here. See, you click this render settings here, and you see by default it's going to use the EV engine. That's perfectly fine. And then the viewport samples, you can leave those as default. That's perfectly fine. So we scroll down, and if you're doing transparency stuff, you want to go to film, and then you want to check the transparency. For example, I believe I did test this before earlier this year. If you do the VP9, that's WebM of AV1, both of them do have transparency, so you can, if you want, you can do that one. If you want to have a transparent video. I don't need that, so I said you can leave those as is. So the next one here is the output. You see by default it's 1920 by 1080. That's what this video is as well, so I can leave that as is. And then we have, oh, I just forgot one very important thing. Just give me a second here. What is going on here? I just remember that I do have people watching on a vertical screen, so I apologize, but I gotta make this a little bit smaller. So here, by default, it's 1920 by 1080, 100%. The aspect ratio is 1:1. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, the frames, it detected the frames. It's 30 frames per second. So if it chooses different, you change it there. And you see when I change the end frame here, it also changes it up here. You can also change it there if you want. Here you don't need to touch anything here except if you're doing like some 3D stuff. Usually your models, we're not doing that today. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on that, I can do that in the future, especially with the Blender Python API. And you see by default it's going to output it into our temp folder, so I don't want that. So what I usually do is I put // where is the // means it will be relative to where the blend file is being saved. I know I haven't saved the file yet, so but I'll do it in a sec. Once we finish this, you see the file format, because when we chose the video editing, it knew that I would want to export obviously a video. So if the file format, you want to choose FFF MPEG video. That's what Blender uses to for export. Now, a lot of old tutorials will tell you that, export it as an image first, like a bunch of image sequences. Either use PNG or what's the other one they like to tell you to use? Use a PNG or OpenEXR, and then after that you can combine them to put them in editor. If you have a decent system, like I said, my old workstation was from 2011. I never had to do that, so you shouldn't have to do that. If your system is okay, you won't have to do that. I know why they recommended that. I guess because for them, Blender maybe was crashing, or if you rendered maybe 2 minutes, you didn't want to then start over again. I get it. So if that works for you, then go ahead. But I said for me, I've never had to do it. Maybe because I don't do any complex scenes, stuff like that. That could also be true. Okay, so the color, obviously it's RGB. Now I said if you're doing the RGBA format, make sure you choose RGBA here. But I said I'm not. It's just going to be RGB. If you see black and white, then pick black and white. I said I'm going to use color, so RGB. The color management, you can leave that as is. You see it's that means standard RGB. You can leave that as is. The pixel density, I never changed this. I just leave it the way it is. The encoding, this is an important one. If you're going to upload to most platforms, the encoder, the container, most of them these days they do more, but if you want to be more cross-platform, choose MP4 or MPEG-4. So the other one will be Mastroska, and WebM is actually it's actually based on Mastroska. So there's also AV1. I don't know what this one's are. AVI. Sorry, I thought it was AV1. AVI. Those are old ones. You probably don't need to do that. It's Flash. Flash is not even supported anymore, so I wouldn't use any of this unless you have to for some odd reasons. Now the OG one, or that one's a free open source one. I don't think anybody uses that one. QuickTime. I think even Apple itself, they probably default to MPEG-4 these days, or hopefully they will do WebM in the future. Okay, so the video codec, I don't know why it did this by default, but this will depend on your FFmpeg version and how recent you have Blender. So here you see you can put no video, I guess if you're just doing audio, and then there's AV1. Obviously AV1 should technically work with MP4. I've tested it, but it's not really meant for it. So there's H.264, and then there's H.265 or HE, I think it's called for high efficiency whatever codec, HEVEC, and there's WebM V9. So depending on your GPU, so because right now Blender uses FFmpeg, so if your FFmpeg has multi-threads for this one, then you're good, which it should these days. So these are going to be the fastest ones to use at this hopefully in the future everyone will also have it, but right now the one that's multi-thread, not GPU, multi-thread, meaning that it uses multiple CPUs or cores, will be H.264. H.265 does work as well, but I said I don't use H.265. The reason for that is because it's Odyssey. Odyssey, come on, get with the program. At least do WebM. I think everybody does. I've tested the WebM. Everybody does support WebM. So and that's VP9. VP9 is allegedly supposed to have better compression than H.264, and it's actually supposed to be sometimes even better than H.265. So I haven't tested that fully. The only problem is the support, unfortunately, is not there. So everyone is just CPU right now. I mean, unless you have one of the latest GPUs and software and everything, usually it's still done on the CPU, even decoding. Funny enough, my GPU, it can actually decode AV1, which is pretty amazing. Both the integrated graphic and the Mi60, which is great. Then here, these are the other ones. Don't bother with these ones unless you're doing like lossless. So then you can do, I believe this one is lossless, and I think this FFmpeg one, I think this one is also lossless. And ProRes is supposed to be a very good format. I tried that one. It's supposed to be faster because there's less compression, but it was only 2 minutes for a 1 hour video. It was only 2 minutes faster, so not worth it because I would still have to convert it to H.264 or something else. So that wasn't worth it. Thora, that's the one that was for the org. That's another open source one as well. Okay, so I personally leave it at medium quality. Sorry, before I apologize. So the color depth is 8 or 10. 8 is fine. I leave it at the color depth. I leave it at 8-bit. The output quality, I leave it at medium quality. There were some saying that if you want faster rendering, you can do lower quality or very low quality or lowest quality. So what will happen there is it will render much faster. However, you might see some artifacts. As for me, I usually do just screencasting, so I could probably get away with probably even the lowest quality, honestly. But I like saying I don't do gaming or anything like that, so I don't need that. But medium quality is a pretty good one. Obviously, you can do lossless, but perceptually lossless, and then constant bitrate. Those ones will obviously they'll render much faster, but you're gonna get a very large file. So just be aware of that. I just leave it at medium quality. It's a nice medium between the lowest quality, and there will be no artifact. So that I leave it at that. And then we have encoding speed. So this one, encoding speed, you see it has slowest, good, and real time. So set to real time, that will speed everything up. Set that one to real time. Okay. Then here we have keyframe. It says keyframe interval. So what is keyframe interval? So this one confused me because in the past Blender used to have GOP. That's I think group I forget what does that stand for? GOP. I forget what GOP stands for. I know that it stands for group. No, that's not the one I want. Oh, that's not the one I want. I'll just say video. It stands for group of pictures. Yeah, so that's group of pictures. So this specifies the order in which intra and inter frames are arranged. So collective or successive pictures. So what that means is, I will let's go back to Blender here. So what that means is that if you if you put what do you call it? This is how many. Basically, it will keep how many frames. So this is for seeking, you know, like for example, when you watch a video, like when I was here, see when I was seeking like this. So that's what this value does. So meaning that the higher, so Google still recommends a lower value, like 18. Basically, they're saying you should make it half of your frame rate. So that means that, for example, the frame rate here is 30. So Google would recommend you put 15 here. However, just remember one thing. The lower the number, the longer it's going to take to render out. And you have to remember too is that when you upload this, they are going to be re-encoded anyway. For example, I meant YouTube or any other platform. They're going to re-encode it in their own, I mean, whatever they think is best for streaming, because they'll be streaming your video. So what I did is I experimented with this one, and what I did was I noticed I got significantly smaller size and faster renders when I made this number actually bigger. So for example, as I said, it's set to 18. I usually leave it for 18. So then I tried 32. I looked at the quality of the video. I didn't see any artifact. It was perfectly fine. Most likely because I left it at medium quality. So then I changed this to 30. Then I changed it to 60. Then I changed it to 90. Right now I am using 120. I haven't tried it bigger than that. Right now I'm using 120, and it's been working extremely well. And next, this which says max B frames. So you can enable this, and then this will also help you make your file size. Now, what they recommend is somewhere between 2 and 3. So I tried 4. I tried 4. Then I went to 6. I think the maximum is 128, but the max B frames. Actually, I can't remember what this stands for. So this is the problem. So max B frames. I think this is specific to. Oh yeah, here we go. So key interval and max B frames. So that explains it here. What the lower, so it explains what's the impact of max B frame. So you can go read that up. Obviously this was for OBS, but as I said, I set it to 4. No, there was no problem. Then I set it to 6. So I would recommend that you fool around with it and come up with a number. And then we go down to audio here. Audio. It shows AAC, so that's fine. It's not as good as, for example, as Opus, but it's basically like a standard. Same with the H.264, so we leave that. And I leave this as stereo. And then the sample rate, this one you can change it to 4410 or even less. It's not going to make a significant difference. The difference will be insignificant. So I just left this as is. I don't bother with this one. If you really want the audio bitrate here, you can change to 196. But I said it's not going to make much of a difference. So that's up to you. So I left that as default. Now let's go check this video. And let's go check and see what its audio properties are. You see, this was from OBS. You see the audio, the sample rate was 48,000 kilohertz. So that's why I left it as is. So it won't make a difference. You see, it's an H.265, by the way, and it's a 1080p video. I don't know why it says 1088. Did I actually change it to 1088? I'll have to go check. I might have. Okay, that makes, okay, so oh, that makes, okay. So I think when I was making this H265, I think I put 1080. Okay, that makes sense now. I was wondering why the calculations were a little bit off. Okay, so I'll fix that later. All right, now, so then after that, you, as I said before, you can let's save this file. Oh, I forgot to give it a name. So let's go back here in the name. You can just type something like what was this one? I'll just say blender VSE, and I put a hyphen. Then by default, Blender will fill the rest out for you. Usually puts it'll put the name of what is it? It will put it will add the end frame, the amount of frames. It will add it there for you, so it automatically append at the end. So with that, let's save this file. I'm gonna go save as. Where am I here? Oh, it's in my videos. Okay, that's fine. I can save it in the videos, and I will call this one Blender test. I'll call it Blender test. Blender -test. Save as. Right, I saved it, and let me call this one Blender test as well, just to be consistent. Blender test. Okay, so I've saved it. You see it's Blender -test. It's in my videos folder, Blender test. So you can, as I said before, you can click here, render animation. I don't like doing that because it has the UI. I prefer to do it from the command line. So what I usually do is I just go here, oh, not there. I go to the videos folder. I go here. I'm going to open up the console, and let me clean this up. Okay, so what I type is just type Blender. Actually, I'm going to time this as well. So I'm going to time it so you can see how long it takes. So I'll say Blender -B. -B is for the background space, and then the name of the file. So it's Blender -test.blend. So as you can see here, it's running Blender 4.5.3 LTS. So it's going to render the video for us. And you see, if we go down here, it's what is it, Blender? So that's B. Here it is. See, Blender -test.blend. So it should create a Blender. I don't know what's doing here. It should create the file for us as well. I'm wondering what is it doing? Because okay, so it took about, it says it took 41 seconds, but the user, that means when I started up to when I quit, it's a minute. So it's up to you. So where is our file? The file should be here. Do you guys see it? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the file. It clearly saved it, but I'm not seeing it here. Okay, I have to search for it. Should it be Blender test? Yeah, it should be Blender. No, it's not here. I must have made a mistake. Is it in the home folder? Where is this file? Blender -test. Okay, I have to open up this file. I don't know. I must have made a spelling mistake and maybe saved it somewhere else. So let's go and see where it actually saved this file. Okay, come on. Come on. Of course, it's gonna. Here, let me put it here. Come on, where did you save this file? Sheesh. Okay, looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt. Doesn't want to open up. I don't know where it saved the file. Open with Blender. I did update the system today. Maybe I should have, I probably need to reboot. Okay, so this is not going to work. I don't know where it saved the file though. I might have to okay, so force quit. Is Blender still running? Let's open up the task manager. Can I search here? Oh yeah, I can just search. Okay, let's see Blender. Yeah, there's no Blender running. Why in the world can I? Okay, let me try this one, the backup. Wow. Yeah, so Blender by default it makes a backup. See, that's why it's put .1 here. I don't know where it put these files, and I said I can't remember. It was Blender test, definitely. So let's force quit. Let me try one more time. So, oops. Blender test. I want to put it in the temp folder. Let's see what's in the temp folder. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in the temp folder. Short scaled autosave. Autosave, okay, that's not it. I wonder if it's one of those. I don't know what, okay, I don't know why Blender did that. I might have to re-render this. Okay, you know what? Let me re-render it. It'll probably show us where it saved the file. Okay, so I'll put Blender -B. What was it again? Blender, capital B. Okay. Blender test.blend. Okay, so there we go. So it should output here what it's doing. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Yeah, it's definitely not doing anything because it should show us what frame and all that stuff is going on here. So I don't think it's actually doing anything. Okay, so I do not know why it's being a pain. Oh, did I just realized something. I think I talked too much and I forgot. You know what? I'm actually wondering if I actually chose H.264 and stuff. I think I talked and yeah, it didn't do anything. That's what I thought. Yeah, it didn't actually do anything because you see, it didn't show the render. I think I was talking too much and I actually forgot to save the H.264 and stuff. I think. Okay, I apologize for that. I don't want to redo this again. Do I really have to? Where can I open this up? Oh, let me open up from the command line. You can just type Blender test.blend. Okay, so let's click wait here. It's not even giving any errors. So I think I messed up something when I opened up. I forgot to save, but that's how you'd render it. So I'm okay, come on. Okay, I'm just going to force quit here. Okay, so come on, force quit. I'm still trying to force quit it. Yeah, so it didn't render. I think I messed up I must have messed up somewhere. So let me see if I can actually open up Blender first and then see. Okay, so let's see Blender. This is just Blender. Okay, Blender is not opening itself. I don't know what I must have messed up something majorly there. This is just pure Blender, nothing else. I might have updated a package as well, and it's really messed up Blender as well. Normally I reboot after doing updates. Okay, come on, quit. Finish. Okay. Okay, finally. Jeez, it's killed. Oh, great. Okay, so I'm going to open up the software manager and go to, I'll show you this is the software manager, GNOME software manager. Go to search, and then we're going to do Pitivi first. Pitivi. Okay. And this version is 2023.03. Let me see, that's Fedora Linux. There's also a Flatpak. Let me see what the Flatpak version is. Before I install any of these ones, let me actually go and check out Pitivi. Okay, so that's the one. It's 20. The last one was 2023. I think I thought they have like night releases. So it's 2023. So I can install this using the one from the Fedora repos or the one from the Flatpak. So what I'm going to do is I'll install the one from Flatpak because, actually, you know what? I'll install one from Fedora because I think that's what. Oh, you know what? Let me actually, before I do, let me check Blender. I forgot to check if I installed Blender from Fedora repos or from somewhere else. Let's go check this out. So it's installed. Yeah, see, I installed it from the Fedora repos. Okay, so let's do the same thing. So Pitivi as well. So we're going to install that one, and we can read more about Pitivi here as well. As you can see, as I said, it's the 2023-03. Let's go click on that. So they said the timeline was inherited as a Google's was a sum of code 2022. Here's resurrected the auto aligner we previously lost. In this process, you discover the audio previews can be improved, and now they look much better. Okay, the quality, a bunch of files and details have been contributed. Most awesome by awesome Google sum of code students. And they put the milestone there. You can download. Let's see the milestone here, and yeah, see the ruler, all this stuff here. Okay, so it looks like, and then ported the Pitivi from GTK3 to GTK4. All right, so I noticed something there. They were saying you should be able to upgrade to Pitivi when we update the FlatHub. There's a chance the rolling distros pick it up faster. So Fedora is not quite a rolling distro, but they really they're very up to date. They update very quickly. So with that, it's, I thought I clicked install. Did I not click install? I guess I did not click install. Okay, I'll click install then. I thought I did. Maybe I clicked. Oh, it said something went wrong. Oh, I didn't pay attention here. It said something went wrong. Let's look at the details. Cannot. Okay, so it looks like it wants, maybe, I think this package is probably old. So let me actually cancel this. Instead, I'll use the FlatHub version. FlatHub is a way you can package everything, and you can also install, like, say, older packages if need be. So they're contained inside the Flatpak. Okay, so that one's going to install. Now, I'm a little bit worried because this is over, the last update is over 2 years ago. The time, so right now this is being recorded in October of 2025. So that's, yeah, that's actually over 2.5 years ago. It says 2 years here, but it's really 2.5 years ago. So it's 84%. Okay, let's open it up. I dislike when it does that. I think I might have to open it using, yeah, just type Pitivi. Yes, I'm going to open up this way. Okay, here we go. So this is Pitivi. Okay, so just in case you guys are watching from a vertical screen, so the first thing is you can there's a menu here, keyboard shortcuts and about. So we are going to use the mouse. I have used Pitivi before, way before when it was in the alpha stage, sometime in alpha stages. So we have new will open. So I don't have any projects. I'm going to click new. And then here, this is the thing I dislike. I don't like dragging stuff into a library here. This should be similar to a I can import. I just want to drag stuff right into here. So that's what I'm going to do. If you remember, we just have a video. This is the one here. So I'm just going to drag it. There we go. I want to do stuff like that. Now, if I click it, can I simply just drag it? Yes, I can. And it's smart enough. So I do like that. Yeah, I can drag it there. Okay, that's fine. And then this is layer 1. So if I want more layers, you can click add layer. This is layer 2. I'm guessing where's layer 2 then? Is it on top or bottom? Is that layer 3? Oh, this is down here. So that is kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So I guess. That is weird, right? Because the layer should be the other way. But okay, so I'll drag this to layer 3. And that's another weird thing. So the audio and the, what do you call it? The audio and video stick together. That's fine. Okay, so we added a few layers. And this is a guy here, project settings. Okay, let's change the so it's 1080p, that's fine. Title, frame rate, it picked up to 30 frames per second, that's perfectly fine. And let's pick 1080p here as well, so that's okay. Press OK. Alright, and we have effects library, have clips, so clip properties, remove. Okay. Now, how do I add like, that can be right. I can't add like, how do I add like, oh, here we go. We can cut clips, ungroup clips. So we can ungroup and obviously ungroup meaning the audio and video will be separate. So let's do something simple. Let's go and cut the clip. Create a title clip. Okay, that's not what I want. How do I undo them? Alright, so okay, and how do I cut this? Split clips, cut clips. Okay, so let's say I want to go here. This should have a tool, honestly. Where's it? Okay, this is not moving. I don't know why. The cursor is not moving. Okay, the cursor is not moving here. I don't know if that's a bug. Paste clips. No, I want to. Interesting. Oh my goodness, you have to click it? I can't drag this? You have to click, so you have to click here. That is terrible. I have to click. Okay, so I've clicked there. Now, how do I cut? Paste clips. It says here, this is one, split clips at playhead. So okay, so that's a split. Then I have to go click here and then do another cut for this. Okay. That's a little weird, but okay, that's fine. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Although this is really annoying. I have to right click. Now there might be a shortcut key. I said I'm trying to do the mouse. So here. Now next. Where did this come from? I think okay, so yes, we want a title. So let's click title clip. It says title clip here. So how do I, is this one the title? How do I change the text of the title? Oh, there's something down here. Do I have to scroll down? Okay, I have to scroll down. Okay. Okay, so it says title clip. Obviously, I want to change this to, what is it? PTV test, and you can change the font. For example, I'll use sans bold italic. Select, you can change the size here as well. Drop shadow, sure. Change the alignment, compositing, fade in, fade out. Then you can even add specific effects. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that one. And then you can add transitions. Okay, good. What's the other thing? Oh, I want to add a color. So if I want to go here, oh, I forgot after. That's the, okay, that's fine. Click here. What else can I do here? Oh, I want to add a color. I want to add a color clip now. How do I add a color clip? I don't want to copy, I don't want to paste. It did say color before. Okay. Okay, so how do I add another color? Do I have to... Okay, that's not what I want. What in the world? Is it in the menu? It did say color before when I it gave me an option, so why is it still on this clip? How do I deselect it? Okay, let me select this clip. Oh, okay, so I have to select a different clip, and then can I now add a different clip here? I think it was, but that's not the clip. Oh, okay, so let me click out of it. Okay, okay, there we go. So, oh my goodness, now it's okay. So you have to use the right mouse button to move the timeline, and then you have to click the left mouse button in order to deselect everything. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this time I want a color one here. That's great. And let's see if I can change the color. So okay, I want a custom color. Okay, that's fine. So let's say I pick some wonky color. That's okay. Here we go. You can even change the transparency. This one is a little bit. It's fine, but it would be nice if we could actually, or maybe yeah. So here's a problem. You see, I can't preview it. That's horrible. I can't preview it. So I have to come back checking everything. So I have to click select. Then if I don't like it, then I have to go back. The preview should be automatic. Okay, and then you can do some other blend over. Okay, and that's fine. You can add effects. Okay, so that's fine. So we have again 1 minute here. And how do I... okay, so my video is literally 1 minute and 6 seconds. So how do I get this to show, basically cut off the timeline here? You know, doesn't have that, I don't know. So let me hit save and XGES. Let me save it in the videos thing is here as well. So I'll call this one PTV -test. Okay, but the render, I am confused. Let's go. So render. Okay, you can render for YouTube, advanced, medium quality, that's fine. The file is going to be here, even though I saved it in the videos folder. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Okay, so I clicked the, I think, advanced. Okay, so it's going to do QuickTime. It has YouTube. Okay, so oh, there we go. It's X264. If you don't know what X264 means, that means it's going to use the what do you call it? It's going to use the CPU. VP8, that's old. And unsupported, let's see if there's any other stuff here. H.263. Wow, that's really old. So, oh, ooh, look what I see here. You know what this is? And this one? Oh, this one here, the VAAPI, that stands for, that means that I can actually use the GPU. Oh, nice, nice. But I don't want it in the, I don't want it as a QuickTime. I want it as MP4. H.264 is fine. This one, AAC. FDK. I don't know if they're the same. I think this is the free open source version, and then we have AAC. I'm not sure which one I should use. Okay, I'll use this one, AAC. It's unsupported. What's advanced? And advanced. Oh, advanced torrents. Okay, that's fine. Here, click advanced, nothing comes up. Okay, before I hit that save, oh, you have YouTube as well. I don't know what the YouTube preset was. I'm going to actually test this one, but before I do that, this is actually going to hit up the GPU. Oh, no, it might use the integrated one. So let's hit render and see how long this takes. That's fast. Oh, that's, I don't know which one it's using, but that's fast. Wow, okay. So let's open the container here. Okay, I don't know why it gave me that option, so it should be here. So let's look for PTV test. Why is it putting this stuff? I thought, oh, I was talking. I need to stop talking so much. It actually saved it somewhere. What is this? Is this it? Oh, here it is, PTV test. What is this one? Okay, so here it is. Let's actually check it out. QuickTime. I thought I picked MP4. Yeah, it AAC. It did H.264. Why is it obsessed with QuickTime? It should be MP4. So let's play the video actually. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade against Blender and check if they can render using the AMD Instinct Mi60 with 32 I'm going to hit this because the audio is fine. I'm more curious to see if it will do the yeah, with Pitivi test. Oh, that looks nice. What color did I pick? I can't remember now. Huh. Okay. That is actually not bad. Alright. That is actually not bad. Let me actually check out the bitrate and everything here, make sure it's okay. Ooh, the video bitrate is 5700. That's a little bit low, but the quality was fine. Why did it create that movie file? So this is the one from OBS. Let's see well, it doesn't give us. Oh, that was an H.265. Oh, what is the file size? 7. Oh, you know what? Let me also do this one as an H.265 as well. Unsupported H.265, and let me rename this one to 1. Oh, I'll call this one H.264. And let's render this one as well. That seems to be even faster. Wow, that's even faster. It's already 5. It claims going to be 5 meg. That should be about right. Okay, so here it is. It's 5.5 meg originally. This one was 5.2. I'm actually blown away. So Pitivi might actually be the Blender VSE replacement I've been looking for. Amazing. Okay, I'm actually glad I did this video today. Why does it? Okay, H.265. Let's actually play this H.265. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade against Blender and check if they can render using the AMD Instinct Mi60 with. Okay, who's sending me a text message? Okay, it's my uncle. Did I miss the text? Oh, I missed the text. Okay, there. Oh, that's nice. Okay, all right. Wow. Wow, I can't believe this. We finally found a Linux video editor that actually uses a GPU. My mind is like blown. My mind is actually blown. Now, I read somewhere that even if you decide to use a GPU, it doesn't actually max out or come close to maxing out the GPU. So, but this will speed up my workflow tremendously. I am actually blown away. I actually had to use unsupported. Wow, 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 wow. Very happy with this. I wonder what this YouTube does. Let's click YouTube. What does YouTube do? DVT target so YouTube recommended. Okay, let's see the YouTube recommended. This is remember from 2023. So it's gonna be QuickTime. Why does it love QuickTime? It's gonna use FDX ACC. So the medium, the call is medium. QuickTime. Okay. Wow, I am unsupported. Yeah. Okay. I am really, 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 really impressed with this. Who knew? A video editor hasn't been, they don't have a new version since 2023. 2.5 years ago, I was making fun of them. Actually, wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, this definitely gets thumbs up. So, Pitivi, do your thing there. Now, what I usually do, let me actually, before I close this, so it can do the transparent stuff I want. The cutting is, so the problem, as I said, I wish I could simply drag the timeline. Maybe oh, you know what, let me try some keyboard. Okay, that's not working. Wasn't there a keyboard shortcut somewhere that I didn't read? User manual, keyboard shortcuts, let's check it out here. So, undo the mouse, okay, who cares about that? Quit, help, about, show, menu, preferences, quick intro. Okay, let's go to page 2. Delete select, okay, I don't care about that. I want like quick cuts. Oh, cut selected, okay, Control X, add a layer, snap, Alt S, split at the position, that's S. What's it? Oh no, I want to seek. I want the seek. Oh, here we go, seek. Go to the first marker before the playhead. Go to the seek after the playhead. Oh, here we go. You can, oh, just the arrow keys. So we can use the arrow keys and you can go back seconds. Okay, there we go. This might actually be even faster. So for example, if I want to go here, I just use the arrow keys. Now it's not working. Shift, it's not working as well. Do I have to click the clips? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I have to click inside. Okay, there we go. Oh, I have to click inside first? Okay, really guys, if any of you guys for TV developers are watching this, make this, please make this so I can drag it with the mouse, right? So for example, I should be able to simply drag it with the mouse. That's so much faster, right? Yeah, the keyboard one, I have to click in here first. That is not very good. Is it control? Okay, I do like that one. When you press control, you can simply jump to the script. That's fine. Because normally, when I'm doing this, so for example, this one, you see, that's my muscle memory. I want to drag it in here to see what it looks like when I'm doing the preview. You see, I'm gonna remember after all these shortcuts, 1 second, 2 seconds. Yeah, that won't work because sometimes it's just images that I'm editing. But this is really, 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 really good. Let's actually do some more stuff here. So for example, what if I want to resize this? Do I have to add an effect or transition? Like, let's say I want to resize this, like zoom in, zoom out, like a Ken Burns effect. So I'm guessing I have to go to the effects. I have to click. It's actually a transform, but I think they will probably call it effect. Okay, let's see here. Is there a resize? That's a transform. No, about resize or scale. Elastic scale filter. Oh, okay. So I'm using the elastic scale filter. So I wanted. Where did I even add it? I don't even remember. Okay, it's this one. Yeah. So this is so confusing because I have to actually click on the clip in order to do this. So, okay, so now you see the playhead is off. That's what I'm saying. Dragging it with the mouse will make it so much easier. Okay, so I wanna. Oh, here we go. Can I do it from here? Oh, that's good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's better. Then can I drag this? There we go. That is nice. So for example, oh, again the mouse here. Guys, come on. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna render this again. So let's click render, and I put YouTube. It's gonna be a movie file. Okay, that's fine. So let's just hit. Oh, but it's I don't want YouTube. How do I go back to obsession with QuickTime? Okay, so it's gonna be stereo. I'm gonna leave it as FD K because it's ACC. I don't want to use. Remember, X is the what do you call it? It's the it's the CPU. Okay, so I think that's great. Let's hit render. Let's test. So this one is going to be what did I do? Scaled. I'll put scaled and render. Yeah, it's too fast. Oh no, not yet, because when it hits this, let's see if it will slow down. Slow down just a little bit. Oh, look at that. Why did the estimated file size go up? Oh, that's because I used the wrong one. Oh, I think I forgot to choose H. Oh, I used H.264 instead of H.265. Okay, so let's redo that again. Yeah, H.265, and I'll use the same one, and I'll change this to scale 2. Scale 5 for H.265. Okay, render. Okay, so where was scaled? Here we go. Let's check this one out. Looking to ditch Blender V. Oh, the render is done. Show me that scale. Come on. Okay, sorry guys. Next time I'll zoom in right. I mean I'll do the seek. There we go. Oh, I didn't do the. I forgot to do the keyframes. Okay, it's a little wonky, but it works extremely well. And then we have the 5 This time I'm gonna looking to, I think it was like 39 seconds or something like that. Okay, there we go. Oh, too far. I want to see the text. Okay, that's fine. Was there? Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, there we go. And then go back to the normals. Oh, that was actually much smoother there. I like that. Okay, so if you guys want to see the original video, I think this is the one. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi. Okay, so that's not bad. Pitivi. Okay. All right, so Pitivi is going to stick around, and I will. Unfortunately, the seek thing, that's going to be a pain in the butt, but very good. So Pitivi, thumbs up again. All right, so that's Pitivi. Very impressive. Okay, next, Flowblade. Okay, so Flowblade is here. Sorry, but Pitivi, you can, more information is ptv.org, and I installed it as a flat pack. Okay, Flowblade. It supports all the general media that are accessible in the Linux system when the FFmpeg library is working. Hopefully that means that it is typical startup can on terminal. Tells about 146 formats, 78 video codecs, and 58 audio codecs. So I'm hoping one of those codecs is the GPU as well. You can do composite, mix, filter, animate, gmic, tool. Here's a screenshot, user codes, and there's a Vimeo, and also on GitHub. So let's go check out the GitHub and see. It uses the MLT framework. And looks like you see it says 9 hours ago, so this one is the latest version, was released stable version on August 14th, so that's version 2.22.1.1, and fix for non-working video preview issue. Whoop. Okay, so that was fixed. That was okay, and okay, so that's fine. So installing it, it's available instructions. Let's go look at the instructions. They recommend using FlatHub. You can also, if your operating system has it in its app store, so I'm going to see if it's there. Otherwise, I'll just use the FlatHub version. So I think this one, Fedora, as I said, keeps pretty updated. So let's see if it's in Fedora or RPM Fusion. So we have the Pitivi, first video editor that's not going to be uninstalled right here. All right, so let's look for Flowblade. Yes, Flowblade. This one is version 2.20. That's in Fedora. What version were we here again? What version do we have here? 2.22. So Fedora has a version 2.20. So let's see the FlatHub version. It's 2.22.1. So again, I'm going to use the FlatHub version because that's the latest one released and has all the fixes. Okay. But this person this was in May, so that's so hopefully that's been fixed. In case you see it, when I add a fade in or fade out, it crashes. Otherwise, I like the layout. Okay, so I'm okay with the layout if it's a little bit quirky, as long as it works for my use case. So for Pitivi, please keep on maintaining that program. So far, it's the only one that actually does what I want. And you see, this is the reason I want to do GPU stuff, because it'll be much faster. All right. So Flowblade. Okay, wow, it's fast. It just loaded up in a few seconds here. So here's Flowblade. Come on. Okay, Flowblade doesn't seem to want to be half screen. I'm wondering if it's the UI they're using. Oh, okay, looks like it doesn't do tiling. Flowblade doesn't want to do tiling at all. It can do only full screen. So fortunately, I thought I got rid of all these little gnat flies. Okay, so unfortunately, I cannot get it to do half screen. Let me see if I can get it to do. I wonder what is this? I don't know what UI it's using. Okay, anywho. Okay, let's just do this. So you have file, you can open, you can edit, view, projects, you can add the video, the image, generate. What's a generate? I don't know that. Color clips, I like that. And sequence, add new sequence. So you can add audio track, video tracks, so that's fantastic. You can also add a watermark, okay. And then you can render. And in the tools, there's audio mixer, the titler, generate script editor. I don't know if this means it can run on the command line, or it means that you can write the what do you call this, the subtitles. So with that said, let's see if we can simply drag and drop. So this is the video. I'm gonna see if I can simply drag and drop it anywhere here in the timeline. No, I can't. It's one of those annoying things where you have to put it in the, what is that thing called, the, I have to, it might even be worse. I'm going to have to actually click add video this way. Okay. So it's my home folder, and this is the video here. Loaded media mismatch. So it does not support H.265. I guess that was a project miss, but I'll change to the file profile. Okay, so I'll change it to the file profile. Wow, I really dislike having put stuff here. It's like, what's the point? Then I have to drag it down here. Okay, let's drag it. Okay, where's my audio? This has audio as well. Is it because this A1, A2, though, that's specifically only for audios? Okay. All right, let's see if the timeline I can see. Yeah, so this I like. Okay, yeah, and so the audio is showing up here. This is confusing, but that's fine. So let's do some simple cuts. Remember, the video is only one. I just shut up because the CPU temps are going up. I don't know if it's doing proxying. That didn't happen with any other video. Okay, so where is the cut? So we're going to do some simple cuts here. Which one is the cut? Oh, cut, there we go. Alright, so let's say I want to cut here. Oh, that's nice. Split the timeline. I like that. What's this one? Split. Okay, I most likely never use that, but if you guys want to use that, that's fine. Okay, so let me do another cut here, and then I want to drag this somewhere else. Okay, that's nice. Let's go and add is it on the tools? Let's add a title. It says text. Okay. So let's, what's it? Flowblade. So let's say Flowblade test. Okay, so I want this to be centered. Times New Roman. Wow, that's a classic one. Let's see. I want to use which one was it? OpenSense. I can't search in here. No, I can't search. Okay, this is annoying. I have to use the mouse. Can I actually? Okay, I can use the cursor key, but that's still annoying. Why I can't type it in there? So is Roboto? Wow. Okay, Noto Serif. Okay, so it's centered, but how do I push it down? Can I drag it here? Okay, I can. Okay, that's fine. Just do manually here. What else can I do here? I can change the color. Plus, this is kind of very familiar, right? So it's not a like auto preview. I have to hit select. Actually, that color is pretty bad. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll add an outline. No. Shadow. No. Gradient. Alright, I'll just leave that. Save layers, load layers. Oh, you can add more layers. Okay. Alright. So I have to hit save. Is that how to do? Oh, save title. Okay, click save title. Wow. Wow. Okay. So it's there. I've saved it. Now what? Like just exit here. Oof. 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 Okay. I'll be nice. Where's my title? Shouldn't it be in the preview? Can I edit this? It's there. I'm not seeing it though. Oh, it's there. I didn't see it. Okay, that was my bad. Sorry, I didn't see it. It is there. Okay, it is there. It goes all the way. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Can I zoom out more? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. What else? What's the other thing? Oh, color. I forgot. Wait, is there a color strip somewhere here? I can add a watermark. What's a watermark? Let's try that. Watermark not set. You have to grab a watermark first. Yes, that's going to be an image. Just see. Oh, color clip. Okay, so I want to add a color clip. The name is fine, so I'm going to pick a color. Let's pick a custom color. Again, let's pick something like that's fine. How do I set the gradient? No gradient. Transparency. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I can't set the transparency there. So I'm gonna put this here on. Okay. Now, oh, then you have to pick one of this to. Oh, yeah, that's the thing I dislike. I wish I could just do it from here. So if I right click on this, I have to add a filter. This is the stuff I dislike. So you need to add a filter, and then I'm gonna add an alpha, one of these alpha ones. Opacity. Then I have to fill on with the opacity. Yeah, I dislike that. That is just this is crazy. I should simply just be able to touch the opacity because it's a color. Clearly, I want to fool around with the color myself. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so we're good enough. So let's go and how do we render this out now? Was it in the project? Let's say project info and data. All right. I guess we'll have to go to render to find out. Why do I have to queue it up? Render timeline. Render. Okay, let's go to render timeline. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to. I'm saying I want to set the render stuff. I thought it'd be under project. Edit preferences. Okay, must be under preferences then, I'm guessing. view, performance, render threads, changes value may correspond to playback, go shadow. No, that's not it. Must be project then. Import load generator, change project profile. Okay, here we go. So it's 1086. Where's the audio? Right, so I'm not seeing how I can change. Let's say, for example, I wanted to scale this down. I'm not talking about adding a filter. I'm just saying that I wanted to render the video, but I wanted to scale. So I'm not seeing that here. And the sequence, I'm not seeing anything here. Under render, batch render queue, re-render all transitions, I'm not seeing it here. You know what? I want to be fair to this. So I'm gonna, is it instructions? Docs. Let's go to docs. I want to be fair because I don't want to, I don't want any problems here. So what is that? Let's go, did I go to the documents? No, not installation, not system requirements. Yeah, obviously I have all those. Creating a transition, it's not transitions, I just want to, that's the docs? Let's go to the web page, maybe it will be there. Okay, basic editing, I just want to rendering, here we go. Let's go to rendering. So rendering widget, you type the name, presets, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Where is this? In Flowblade, there are two ways to render output. In the render panel on the top left, main window or batch render, it can be launched. So the top left notebook, there is nothing here. Unless I go to, it says top left. That's definitely not there. There's no widget for rendering. And it says the other one is you go to render queue. So let's go to render queue. So here's a render queue. Well, there's nothing here. Oh, maybe I didn't save the file. Okay, sorry, my fault. So let's save this project, and I'll save it as what is it called? Flowblade. Let's save it in the videos as well. So it says Flowblade. So let's save that. So it has been saved. I see flowblade.flb. I guess that stands for Flowblade. Now, how do I render this guy? Change project profile, no, here, sequence, render. I don't know what, I don't know if they missed it because I'm not seeing the rendering panel. Unless it's behind me. No, it's not there. Oh, render, it's right here. Render. Oh, here we go. It's render. Man, I couldn't see that. Okay, I found it. Render here. Okay, I find it. Finally found it. Okay, so render. Here we go. Render. Now we want to. Okay, the photo is fine. Use project profile. This doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, the project profile was 1920 by 1080. That's fine. So H.264. Oh yeah, I want to use this. See, VAAPI, that's the what do you call it? That's the there's only one option, H.264. That's fine. Oh, there's another one. This one here, but that one doesn't have the GPU. So this is the only one with the GPU. It's going to be 8. Select quality, I guess that's fine. Full length, yes, there we go. So I'm going to hit run. What's the name of the file? I guess it won't matter, we'll figure that out. Hit render, see how quickly it is. It says render target file exists, confirm overriding existing file. Okay, yes. That's clearly not using the GPU. How do I know it's using the GPU? Because first of all, look how long it's taking. And the estimated time is going to be over 2 minutes. So that's clearly not working. This is actually going to be slower than Blender. So this hasn't been a complete waste of time. We do have one very promising GPU. I should actually check. You know what? I'm actually going to check my make sure there's nothing fun, no funny business going on here. So I'm going to sudo cooler control. I want to make sure it's not using the GPU, because if the GPU is heating up, that could be problematic. So let's open up Chromium. Here, I think it's 127. It's usually 11 something, 11. Yeah, there we go, that's a 1. So we're going to check to see if the GPU is working. Of course the GPU is not working. You see, it's using the CPU. Look at the temperature of the CPU. See, the CPU temperatures are going up to 71. So it's using the CPU. This is the dedicated GPU. You see, that's the idle temperature, about 46 there. That's the idle one, and then the integrated one is also, see no, that's not the integrated, sorry. This is the integrated one. It's at 47. So it's clearly using, is it actually, it's not even using the integrated graphics. So that's why when I saw that slow speed, I was like, that's not working. So if you guys don't know, what I do is, you see system fan number 2, which is really fan 4. This is the one that when this dedicated GPU gets too hot, I ramp this up usually about 50% to cool it down. That's when I'm doing AI stuff, or if I could actually use the GPU here, which clearly it's not working. So it's just using the CPU. The CPU temperature is going down a little bit here. So is it done? I don't know if it's done. I'm guessing it's done. I don't see anything. So let's go check the video. I think there's a home folder. I forgot what name. I should actually pay attention to some of this stuff. Is it this one, movie? Let's see what time this was created. 2153. I don't know if it's this one. I don't think that's the one. I don't think that's the one. 53? I guess this must be the one then. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade against Blender. I already see artifacts. If we can render using the AMD Instinct Mi60 with 32 gigs of HBM2 power. Man, both I saw some artifacts and also audio and Linux native. But can they handle? Okay, let's do that again. Maybe that wasn't fair, so I'll play it again. Looking to there we go. Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade against Blender. If it does have artifacts, so that's not good. Now, obviously, I can fool around with the bitrate, maybe that's the problem. But what was the problem with the audio? Why was the audio that low skip the audio thing right at the beginning? That didn't make any sense. Let me see if I can play it here as well. So let's play the video and check if they can render. Where's the thing? Oh, here we go. Let me put it at 0. This test. Wait, it's there again. Is it MLT the problem? Looking to ditch. There it is. There it is again. I don't know if it's the software. It's clearly not FFmpeg because everything else is FFmpeg. So yeah, so clearly there's something wrong with Flowblade, and it clearly did not use the GPU as you saw. This is a lie. Now you can change. I can change. Oh, I forgot to check the file size as well. So, are you kidding me? 68 megabytes? It's not even using the GPU. It was slow. Okay, what is the smallest, it looks like the smallest bitrate is 4 meg. So let's try, it won't make a difference, but yeah, so I'm not even going to bother here because it's not using it did not use the GPU. Render using arguments. Yeah, this is the correct one. H264 VAAP. It did not use that. So that is unfortunate. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll click it. So what was the render using arguments? VP. Okay, let me pick a smaller one. I'll pick 4. Okay, so it still says 8. This doesn't even work. It still says 8 here. So yeah, I think something is messed up in here. So I'm not gonna bother. So unfortunately, Flowblade has some issues. But I do like the timeline. This is the way it should be when you seek. It has some. It's producing some artifacts, and when I change this to 4, it's still hard coded to 8. I don't know. Is it because I'm using the project profile? I have no. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it's 9. Let's make sure that was it. Maybe that's the problem. That's why it was slow. Let's check this out. Let's go to properties. What did he do here? Oh yeah, there we go. It's 2560. That's why we had artifacts and stuff. Okay, so let's change that up. I don't know why I did that. So we clearly want HD. We want 30 frames per second. Yes, we go. 30 frames per second. It's 4. So what is this going to be this time? It still says 8. Okay, so to be fair, let's render it again. Let's override it. It's still going to be slow, so it's not even using the. Oh, it is faster. Okay, there we go. Let's see actually if it's using the GPU. No, it's still not using the GPU. See, this is the dedicated GPU. It's not using it. It's still using the CPU. How do I know it's using the CPU? Look at the temperature. It's very close to 70 degrees Celsius, so it's not using the GPU. But it is much faster. Is it using the integrated graphics? Let's find out. It is not using integrated graphics. So it's just using pure CPU, and it's done. So hopefully this time it has no artifacts. Let's check it out. File size is 35. Still not good enough. It's bigger. It should be around, yeah, it shouldn't be more than, say, 10, because it's only a 1-minute video. Okay, so let's play this. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade against Blender and check if they can. Okay, so yeah, I can't use Flowblade. I don't know what's wrong with you. So you know what, I can even just do. Let me just do plain H264 here. Let's just do, let's just do H264 here. Just plain H264. Maybe the problem is, so that's 8000 kilobits, that's fine. So let's render this one. It's the same thing. So just to prove to you, it's really just using the CPU. You can see the CPU temperature is still up there, so it's just using the CPU. So this one should be better because it's allegedly he didn't try to grab the GPU at all. Wow, it's above 70. Three seconds, 2 seconds, it's done. Okay, there we go. So let's go play it. Here it is. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi and Flowblade. So there we go. So the problem is with Flowblade, right? It's adding that artifact for the audio. This time in the CPU it was perfectly fine, but clearly it's not using the GPU. So that's unfortunate. I cannot use Flowblade. Now let's go back to Pitivi. I want to confirm that it's actually using the GPU. So we're going to go back here. I can't remember what this one was. Let's see here. Should be able to split the screen here. Okay, you also don't want to split the screen. Okay, what is going on here today? All right, so let's. I already forgot how did I render this? Oh, render. I went to render. Was this YouTube or something? Oh, H.264. I left that as well as is, and I'll say H.264 here. H.264. Why does it like move? Use MP4, please. Okay, click render here. Oh, I don't want to use this. I want to use one of the unsupported ones, so I'm wondering which one I should do. I'll do this one. So VA API, that's obviously the GPU, so I'll click render. Oh, you can have proxies as well here too. Okay, so click render and check out the GPU, which GPU it's going to use. Is it integrated graphics? I'm not sure which one it's using. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it used because it was. I probably have to test this more, but it was much faster. But I'm not sure. I don't know if to use the integrated one, or I don't think it used the dedicated one. But the dedicated one is the first one it finds. So I'm not sure. Let's go check it out. I should say H.264. Is it this one here? Oh, this. Oh, I can't remember which one I did. Okay, I guess we can check the time. 22:11. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Looking to ditch Blender VSE on Linux. In this test, we put Pitivi is pretty interesting. I'll probably have to test this more, but I'm pretty happy with this one. All right, now let's see if Blender cooled down enough. I don't know what is wrong with Blender. Can Blender start? Or is it still problematic? Oh, no, Blender is still giving a problem here. Alright, so let me get this out of here. So let's go finish this one. Alright, so that's my preview of Pitivi and Flowblade. Now, as I said, quick summary. I'm not happy with Pitivi because you can't use the mouse to seek. You have to click. That would get really annoying really fast, especially if you even this was just a 1 minute video, and that was already problematic. Obviously, if I have like 1 hour video, which I usually do, for example, like this live stream is already, it's going to be close to 2 hours. Clicking everywhere, that would just drive me crazy. Flowblade, it has the seek, with the mouse, that's fantastic. but it produces artifacts and it doesn't use the GPU. So I am not sure if Pitivi is actually using the GPU or it's just throwing the stuff to the GPU, but it clearly used way less CPU than Flowblade. So it's possible it's probably using integrated graphics. That's still fine. It's really fast. So I am very impressed with Pitivi so far. Hopefully it's still being maintained and they can get a new version out. Like that would just be make me very happy. All right, so I also don't know what happened with Blender, but what I showed you for the color depth, the medium quality, the encoding speed is set to real time, the group of pictures or the keyframe interval, I usually set it. Google recommends for YouTube to set it to half the frame rate. So for example, I use 30 frames per second. So they would recommend to put it at 15. But I have set it to, the default was always 18. I've used 30, 60, 90, and right now I'm actually using 100 and, what is it? I'm using 120 right now. And no problem. I also put the max B frame if using H.264, H.265. I'd set it to 4 or 6, and that's fine. And then the audio rate I leave it at 4800 kilohertz, and the audio bitrate is 192. That's worked fine for me. The file sizes are small enough and no problems. Okay, so I think unless there's some video editors I've missed, or for example Cinelerra, if they actually I think Cinelerra, before I let you guys go, I believe Cinelerra is also I'm gonna remove this one. Cinelerra is in RPM Fusion, so maybe next time if I find a competitor for that one, I might actually get Cinelerra. I don't know what version. I'm gonna check after this one is finished uninstalling. We can try that out next time. That one also looked a little bit promising. So Cinelerra, there we go. Oh, did it show up? No. I thought it was there. I'm pretty sure I saw it earlier today. Cinelerra, it's RPM Fusion. Yeah, RPM Fusion, it's right here. So, oh, okay, looks like I should actually have tried to, okay, so it claims it is this version. Okay, looks like it's no longer there. Just my luck. Okay, so that's fine. As I said, if it does show up again, or if we're able to download, wow, okay, the download is gone here. Hope it wasn't my video that took them off. So yeah, if it does show up again, I don't mind trying it out, at least the latest version. Okay, so let's finish this up. This was just a fun little video. I'm gonna just promote, be sure to subscribe, like. Oh, what happened to the video here? I didn't even realize the video was gone. The virtual camera is not working. Droid cam is not working. What happened here? Oh, jeez, I didn't even realize the droid cam is not working. Okay, what in the world happened here? I didn't realize there was okay. What in the world happened there? Droid cam, the webcam. Okay, I'll just use the webcam for now. So I am what did I say? Oh yeah, subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content, or to help other people as well find this content. And I'm going to promote my book. It's called Algorithmic Serpent. It's available on Amazon right now. There's ebook and paperback version. It's about a scientist who creates an AI, and he loses control. He has to gain control, regain control before he loses his mind. And you see, so this is the paperback version. It's available right now on Amazon. I said there's also an ebook version as well. It's very affordable. I made it as affordable as possible. So basically, I think for if you purchase the paperback version, I think I make maybe 50 cents or something. So I made it as affordable as possible. Okay, with that said, I will leave you guys and just let you a quick reminder. I do a live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. You visit ojambo.com. You go to the, let me actually go there right now. So basically just go to ojambo.com and then you go to the watch menu, live summary. You can see topics for this and upcoming tutorials. For example, this is what we're doing tomorrow, and you can see the date and time there. All right, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys right now, and if you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Bye now.